everyone, and welcome. Let's start with something kind of wild. There was a huge study on the 4-day workweek, and guess what? Company revenues pretty much stayed the same, but things like employee stress and burnout, they just plummeted. So how on earth is it possible to work less, but get the same or even better results? That's the big idea we're going to unpack today.
I know, right? It sounds completely backward. We've been taught our whole lives that to get ahead, you have to grind, you have to put in more hours than anyone else. But what we're going to explore here is how a simple shift in your focus, not the hours you clock in, is the real secret to getting what you want without completely frying yourself.
And this is it. This is the heart of the matter. Now, work smarter, not harder probably sounds like a cheesy poster on an office wall, but there are real concrete strategies behind that saying. It's all about optimizing your time and, maybe even more important, optimizing your energy to get the absolute most bang for your buck. So, before we can get to the solution, we have to really dig into the problem, and that's the biggest myth out there, the idea that more hours automatically means more or better work gets done.
Okay, check this out. This chart really just lays out the trap so clearly. On one side, you have what we think works. Put in more hours, stay busy, be always on. But look at the reality. More hours just leads to more fatigue. Constant activity? You hit a point of diminishing returns, where every extra hour you work, you get less and less done. And being always on isn't a badge of honor. It's a one-way ticket to burnout.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. When you're constantly chasing more tasks, more meetings, more hours, you end up feeling stretched thin and totally exhausted. You might be busy, sure, but are you actually being productive on the stuff that's going to move the needle? Whether it's for your job, for school, or in your personal life, probably not.
All right, so if the old way is clearly broken, what's the fix? Well, let's flip this whole thing on its head and talk about the art of getting more done by actually doing less.
This is the new mindset we're talking about. Smart productivity. And listen, it's not just about scheduling your 24 hours better. It's a way deeper strategy than that. It's about managing your energy. Think about it. Where are you putting your absolute best, most creative energy? Is it going toward your most important work? Getting that right is the real game changer.
Okay, so the mindset is one thing, but how do we actually do it? Let's open up the toolkit and look at some super practical strategies you can literally start using today.
It really boils down to these 3 foundational pillars. First, you've got to get a grip on your time. Second, you have to become ruthless about cutting out the constant noise and distractions all around us. And third, you need to learn how to lock in and apply some serious single-minded focus.
And here's what that actually looks like. Managing your time isn't about some endless to-do list. It's about time blocking. You literally put your most important task on your calendar like it's a meeting you can't miss. Eliminating distractions, yeah, this is the hard one. It means turning off notifications, maybe even putting your phone in another room for an hour. And intense focus, it means no more multitasking. You do one thing and only one thing until it is done, period.
Now, those 3 steps alone are super powerful. But there is one single idea, one principle that underpins all of them. And it has the power to totally transform how you approach, well, everything.
So what is it? What's the secret sauce? What is the one thing that, if you get it right, makes everything else so much easier?
Here is ruthless prioritization. This is not just about deciding what to do, it's about deciding what not to do. It's about having a to-don't list. It means having the courage to say no to good ideas so you have the space to say yes to the truly great ones. It's about finding that 20% of your work that creates 80% of your results and just pouring your best energy into that.
And hey, this isn't some high-level CEO stuff. It's for everyone. Doesn't matter if you're a student trying to nail your exams, a freelancer juggling projects, or just someone who wants more time for your family and hobbies. At its core, this is all about improving your quality of life by taking back your time and your focus.
All right, let's do a super quick recap. First, we all agree now that the more hours thing is a myth that just leads to burnout. The real goal is to accomplish more by doing less of the unimportant stuff. Your tools to do this are managing your time, killing distractions, and focusing like a laser. And the secret ingredient that pulls it all together? That's ruthless prioritization.
So, I'm going to leave you with a challenge, a question to really think about. Look at your calendar, look at your to-do list for tomorrow. What is one thing, just one, that you can eliminate? A meeting you don't need to be in, a task that doesn't really matter. What can you cut out to free up that precious time and energy for what really counts? Seriously, Think about it, and we would love to hear what task you plan on cutting, so drop it in the comments below. And of course, if this was helpful, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what's coming next.